It's time to make it, just give it a try. 'Cause you can make it like the old fat guy.
Welcome to another You Can Make It show. I'm David Farrell, the old fat guy. Today we're going to make an old dish from way back called potted cheese. Now, despite what the name says, you need to know that this is not some edible marijuana product. It's an old cheese product from England where they used to use it to use up leftover pieces of cheeses after big parties and that kind of thing. But it became so popular, they make potted cheese just as a dish for itself right now for parties and just having on crackers. So we're going to show you how I make potted cheese. And the first thing we're going to do is show you the ingredients. And here I have 200 grams of shredded cheddar. You like a nice sharp old cheddar, I find. 200 grams is about 625 milliliters or 2.5 cups of shredded cheddar cheese. But if you can do it by weight, you'll come closer. I also have 75 milliliters of softened butter, 25 milliliters of sherry. I have 1 milliliter of dry mustard, 1 milliliter of coarse ground pepper, a pinch of nutmeg, a pinch of cayenne, and I'm going to be adding 1 milliliter, about 1/4 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce or Worcester sauce, which I will be putting in a moment. Now, all you're going to do to make your potted cheese is put all of these ingredients in the bowl of my stand mixer. You can also do it in a food processor. In the old days, they used to do it just by beating it with a big wooden spoon till it all got mixed together, but that's a lot of work. We're going to use my stand mixer. So we'll put all of the spices and the butter in my stand mixer with the cheese. And we'll add to that 2 milliliters of Worcester sauce. Or 1 milliliter, excuse me, 1/4 teaspoon. Exactly. There we go. And we're just going to start off on slow, stirring that. Didn't lock it down. Just on slow. And a little bit faster. Let it go for about 30 seconds, and then we're going to scrape the bowl down. It's important you scrape the bowl down because it tends to lump up and you'll get places where the spices don't get into the cheese. So we'll just stir down all the edges and get it all off of the bowl. And then we're going to give it about another minute at medium speed on my mixer. Okay, now that it's got to the point where it's kind of creamy, we're going to give it another scrape, and we're going to add what is the secret ingredient in my opinion, which is 25 milliliters of sherry. That gives it a really sophisticated taste. So we'll just scrape the bowl down. See how it's getting nice and creamy? That's what you're looking for. There we are. And just get that scraped off of the batter, off the beater now rather. There we go. Okay, so we're going to add 25 milliliters or 2 tablespoons of sherry. And just give it one more scrape and then a little bit more stirring and it's done. Okay, we've got a nice creamy cheese mixture, and now is a good opportunity to just give it a little bit of a taste to make sure you got the seasonings the way you like, because you can add a bit more if you're a little low on anything. Nope, that's the way I like it. So now we're just going to put that into a serving bowl. So just push it in the bowl to get it leveled off. There you go. And I'm just going to wash my hands and get a towel to clean the edge of the bowl. And we'll just want to wipe it up so it looks nice. Now, you want to let this sit in the fridge with some plastic wrap over it for at least a couple hours for the flavors to blend. And then you're going to let it sit out on the counter for 15 minutes before you serve it to get soft and creamy again. We're going to serve it with some crackers. See you in a while. I had my potted cheese sit in the fridge for about 4 hours, and then I left it on the counter about 15 to 20 minutes to soften up. So let's give it a try. You can see it's nice and creamy. Now, this is not like Cheese Whiz. This has got a really strong cheese flavor, so I suggest you use it sparingly. Put it on a cracker, and let's give it a taste. That's really good. You can think of this as adult cream cheese or adult Cheese Whiz. It's got delicious cheese flavor. It's got the spices in it, a little touch from the Worcester, a little bit of the sherry in there. It's really, really good. And the best part is you can make it.
I have a good woman. I ain't good looking, but I do some cooking. I'm the old fat guy. So use that oven if you want some lovin'. Be like the old fat guy. Be like the old fat guy.